Hello, this is me, Martin Stewart, and this is me and Grace Cuthbertson's pitch for our A2 level media music video idea. Grace is ill at the moment, but we've had a lot of discussion on what we are to include in this pitch, so I'll say her part. Our idea as a basic, like summarised, is a young man overdoses on ketamine and then almost drowns in the bath, and you presume he's either dead or having an out of body experience as you see his soul leave his body in the video, and then it progresses from that to him walking. The shot changes and dissolves because in our research we found that there's a lot of inconsistency in what happens in reported out of body experiences, and it dissolves to him in a field with a late young boy on the other side of the river. You're never told who this boy is, but there's obviously a connection as our character reaches out towards him, but there's nothing he can do or no way he can get there, and the young boy walks away. This shot will carry on. It's a lot of long takes, but we've got a lot of harsh lighting and high key lighting to get across the effect that we're going for and to clearly show any viewer that it's an out of body experience and not normal life. The shot changes from that to the main character in a barren location, like he's in a kind of wasteland, hellish atmosphere, because a lot of out of body experiences have had very negative imagery within them, we found in our research. So during this it'll be a lot of long shots of the character, but also point of view shots and a lot of panoramics, a lot of him spinning to keep up with what's happening in the music at that time. We feel that this high contrast is needed because in the music there's a lot of changes in the mood, and we feel that we've got to take the advantage of them with the video. After that, the shot fades out and the boy appears at the bottom of a set of stairs, and there's a girl at the top. Again, we don't know who she is at the time, or the audience doesn't know who she is at the time. You're never shown at that point, but she reaches out to the character as the boy did, but he can't move. He's paralysed from here down. You can tell he can't move, but he's mouthing, like screaming at her for her to come down, but she doesn't do anything. She again walks off. It shows just the negative imagery that has been associated with out of body experiences, but also gets across a good idea and creates a lot of intrigue in the video to keep viewers watching, you know, because they'll be hoping that they find out who these characters are. After that, a lot in the song picks up, like the tempo greatly, and mood picks up a lot, and it becomes a lot happier. And we're going to use a sped up shot of insects to symbolise sort of rebirth as the character, as the music changes. You know, what happens in the video will change with it. So it's going to be a kind of David Attenborough style, sped up, hyper real idea of insects. We think insects, as the video has had some dark themes, so it would be wrong to do like a flower, as we don't think it would fit in with our ideals. Yeah, the character, it then changes to the character shown on in the earlier barren location that we saw, but the shot fades in and out as there's been a lot of inconsistency reported with out of body experiences, and it fades between the house we've seen, the field with the boy, the happy place, and the barren location. But it flickers between shots very fast at one point, and in some of them you see, instead of him at the bottom and the girl at the top, or him on one side and the boy at the other, him and the boy will swap sides, or he'll be next to the boy, and it shows they're flickers that people will just catch to just show the inconsistency and create a strong sense of weird, freaky goings on in the video. As even though the song has picked up and we've symbolised the character's rebirth, we still want to get a strong theme of like the psychedelic and the abnormal and the hyper real in our video. It then changes back, as I said, to the earlier shot of the house, but this one's a long take. It's not flickering between as the others were. It's a proper scene of the video. And this time it's the man at the top reaching out to the girl at the bottom, but she still can't come up to him, so it shows no matter where he's switched to, he's not getting what he wants. But at this point the music starts to die down, and it goes back through a tunnel that at the start of the video, sorry I forgot to mention, he goes through an inky black tunnel with like a light at the end, which is what people have commonly said happens in these experiences, and it takes him back to real life. And then as it gets back, there's a long last ringing note of the shot, and you see him still lying face up looking at the ceiling in the bath. But this is a very, very long shot. It's over 8 seconds, but it will create a strong sense of awkwardness in the audience as they'll be watching what they believe to be a dead man. But then as the last note dies out and there's no sound, that we have a shot of his eyes opening and his girlfriend pulling him out of the bath and hugging him. You've realised now it's his girlfriend, and she was the girl from the top of the stairs at the earlier point in the video. We used the eye shot there as at the start, when he first takes the drugs, his eyes, we have a shot of his eyes dilating massively, and we feel that this continuous motif with eyes is effective, and continuing on any themes throughout our video will create a lot more of a whole, well thought through idea than if we didn't do them. We feel that this will greatly link to our target audience of 18 to 24 year olds, as many of them who will be listening to this type of music may have a friend or themselves who's understood the dangers of ketamine and other drugs, but also they'll understand the ideals that we're trying to get across in the video, like the character's obvious loneliness, or what he believes to be loneliness and confusion, but then you see that he was loved all. We were led to many of the ideas in our video mainly through the music, as despite the song does have 2 verses and a chorus, there's not many lyrics in the song. I'll say it's a total of not many. The music led us to a lot of this, as during the long solo you can get a lot of ideas, and it gives you a lot of freedom to do what you want with the video. But there's a distinct change in the video's chorus where it gets much darker, and that's where we'll set the darkest point of the video. The clear changes in the music sections will be clear changes within the video, and the dark tones have given the video its very overall dark feel, although there is some long ringing psychedelic trippy feel, which we've also included with the use of ketamine as the drug, and the very harsh lighting we'll be using and hyper-real feels to the video. We chose this song as it's a good length to get in our idea, because we had other ideas originally, but none of them fitted the song as perfectly as this one did. The idea of mixing in the drugs but also the experience and the loss and everything that we can put in the video will attract the widest audience as possible, but you'll also get across not so much a representation of the artist's image, but more that the artists are people too, as you feel from the lyrics, some of the heartfelt messages in the video. We feel that this has been very successful, and we will do very well creating our video.